My name is Obsa, and the past 8 years or so, I lived here. I have experienced a shooting incident where I lost two of my friends back in November 22nd, 2015. Before the shooting incidents, always had a plan, always plan things ahead of time, always try experience a future thinking of ahead of time. But then, as of the incident that happened over November 22nd, I, I don't plan no more. So I just leave that in God's hand. And like when I was in the jail, it was really hard to sleep. So I went in there to just get medication so I could be able to sleep. Yeah, psychiatrists help you. You just gotta tell them what's your issue is, and then they will just get the education, I guess, to give you what's helpful for you. And it's always good to have a opinion on a person that has a sort of skills where they study human minds. So it's just kind of a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing because a lot of people don't go to no therapy or see a psychiatrist about it. Since I've been out, I haven't seen one yet, but right now I'm planning to see one. So yeah, they diagnosed me just from the educational guess that I might have PTSD. And mostly, I just have more anxiety and paranoia. And then I have, like, sometimes depression comes in, but depression is not really on a daily basis thing. So I tend to just be like, okay, cool. I can't be depressed because, no, it's not like I'm going through the worst of the worst things in the world. So depression is not the problem. It's just the fact that I have anxiety and paranoia. And those two things are just, like when I was in jail, I was speaking of it so much that when they gave me my medications, I wasn't really anxious or anxiety didn't have an issue with me. I wasn't paranoid and it was always more like of a defend yourself type of thing. And then so yeah, that's why psychiatrists sometimes is good for the people, and some people might not work for them. Not everybody could feel like things will work for them, and then to get advice from another person is really really hard, and people tend to not care about that. Like since I've been shot, I haven't heard gunshots. I think last time I heard gunshots, the West Bank, the rocks right there by the little.
2016 or
Yeah, that was 2016. They got shot at. And that time, paranoia hit me. Boom. I got up, looked around, and nobody was running away from our street. So West Bank area, everybody was just walking commonly. So as we walked down to see what's going on, we kept hearing the gunshots. So we walked down, we stood over there by the lights. And by then, the car that shot it up just pulled off. That's the one time I got anxiety problem. And then then the other thing is when someone walks behind me, if I don't know them, but I'm always looking around me to see who's behind me and whatnot, that's my other anxiety. And then paranoia comes in. Like when you're in jail, you're more anxiety because you always have argument with people, and in jail there's so much stress, and some people can't handle it. If you can't do the if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. They tell you that. Some people do the crime, they can't do the time. They always anxious, and those are the ones that want to commit suicide and stuff. And I'm like, man, look, if you get locked up in certain countries, you won't even get to finish trial. You won't even get to see your first trial. Since I've been free, it's like I just been doing the same thing I was doing 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 11 years ago, what I've been doing. So I've been partying, having too much fun. And then, that led to me breaking the law where I'm on probation to I gotta go to treatment. And the treatment, now I'm in treatment. It taught me what being in the treatment, and the weird thing about it is, and the real experience thing about it is about being in treatment, it's the fact that you hanging out with people that's way older than you and they have personal life experience, and then they give you a reality check. So now that made me change my life, who I am now. there's people that's like 50-year-old that came back like their eighth or 10th time. And like when you listen to their story and that really hits you home. Thank you for watching this. I did this, you know, to speak on behalf of my lifestyle or what I did or whatnot, or what I experienced, you know. And if it could make a difference to 2, 3 people, that's my goal every day. You know, not one person. One person don't mean nothing to me, because if I can make two person at least. But you know, I was glad to see 22 before I almost died, but you know, they didn't get to see 19. So man, change your life before it's too late for you, because life is short. Just live it up the legal way, and you're gonna go far in life. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you, but have a wonderful life, man.